What's up, guys? Rivera here, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world. So I wanted to hit you guys with a little bit of Sunday positivity, even though I'm not 100% feeling it myself. But you know what they say, fake it till you make it. So I'm going to throw some positivity in the world, and hopefully some positivity comes back and we all feel better. One of the things that I've had people mention to me, or two things that people mention to me that I'll just mention on a fun note really quick, is Maddie Q yesterday asked me to do one in my curlers, and this is my version of curlers. Really, all I do is a leave-in conditioner, a product called Miss Jessie's Pillow Soft Curls. This happens right out of the shower, and then I just let it dry. So right now I can't touch it because if I touch it, it'll get frizzy and it's wet, and in 3 hours or so it should be ready for me to like fluff it and scrunch it and really play with it. But I did not take offense to that at all. I laughed about it, and I know you meant it that way, so I appreciate that. But sometimes I chuckle about that myself. I'm like, it looks like I use the tight curls, like, because, you know, just the curls I have, especially in the back, are really tight. But that's what's going on with my hair. As far as, I had another person tell me that I look like I roll out of bed every day and do this. And that's not exactly an accident. You know, I've thought about that, and I could definitely get ready. I could even do my makeup if I wanted to. But the thing is, I don't look at this as really a taping or something that has to be particularly professional. Like for right now, I feel like I'm connecting with the people that I want to connect with, the people that I need to connect with in some way for some reason. Like that's the way I feel about it. So to me, it's more important to get on and do it and learn to cut out, not with the editing, but in my speech, the the likes, a lot of that stuff that's unnecessary. Sometimes I feel like that stuff is necessary, but even in the time that I've been doing it, if you pay attention, I know not everybody really pays attention to this kind of stuff, but if you do pay attention, what you'll notice is I've had to do a lot less edits on my videos lately, and I've also just gotten better about not using the regular tics that I have as far as like and those are the two main ones that sometimes I would be editing myself, especially in the beginning. You know, I'm on the iMovie is what I edit everything on, which if you're Final Cut person, good for you. But I am Remedial and iMovie. So I do it on iMovie, and I would really notice like a lot of a lot of like, and it was just, no, yeah, I don't want to be doing all that. And so it's like, for me, it's like the content and working on what it is I want to say exactly and how it is I want to say it, because I know that I could say a bunch of inflammatory stuff and get a bunch of people to watch me, but they're not going to be the people I want. And when I say I know this, I know it because if you look at some of my videos, there's a few that have way more numbers than this. And I saw what those comments brought, and I was like, that's not what I want, which I discussed that the other day. But I think it is important to bring it up just because sometimes people look at the numbers and they think that's the most important thing. And in some cases, that would be the most important thing. But for me, I really want to get the right people. I want people that are more about positivity, even if every once in a while we're bitching or we're complaining about certain things. That doesn't mean it has to be unproductive, and that doesn't mean it has to be hateful. Like, I do try to watch myself as far as, am I saying this the way that I mean it? There have been times when I cut out entire clips where it's not about the and the likes. It's really about I don't like the way that sounds coming out of my mouth. I don't feel comfortable with that being the message that I'm conveying to you. I would rather say what it is I really feel than say what it is people want to hear. I had a big thing with that when it was election time, 2016. There were a lot of people that wanted me to use my voice as a voice for gay kind of Republican type, and I didn't really mind like speaking my actual views, but there were certain things where people would say, can you say this? And I would feel like, no, I don't want to say that, and I'm not going to say that because I don't like the way it feels. And I definitely tried that at one point. Like there was a really good friend I have, and I still consider him a good friend because he really was trying to help me from a marketing perspective. He wasn't at all trying to railroad me. He introduced me to some really great people that I still deal with today. But what he was doing was like really helping me to like shape my message. And then it hit me. I was like, well, if I make this my message, then from here on out, I have to completely go with this thinking, even if I don't always agree with it. So I think he's a genius. And he and his wife are really good friends of mine, and they've actually coached a couple of really big politicians. Like on the national level, they've coached politicians, like as far as say this, move your hands this way. You know, they're that kind of people. They'll watch them on tape, and it's sort of like when you watch people watch football games and they're like taking it apart, that kind of stuff. So, but like I said, my main thing when it comes to me right now, after a while we can work on the green screen and we can do all sorts of fun stuff, and I'll really start stepping it up. But for now, I feel like the most important thing is getting on and putting something out. Like today, I went to the gym, and this is just kind of related, and hopefully this is where the positivity comes in. But I've been doing intermittent fasting, and I've also been doing basically keto, but I've been at more of a caloric deficit, and it's working really well, and I'm seeing results because, like I said last Monday, I want to lose the extra weight that I picked up from not smoking cigarettes, and I don't want to go back to smoking cigarettes. I would rather just lose the weight naturally and then see if I still feel like smoking cigarettes. Because every once in a while, I got to be honest, I feel like smoking cigarettes. This isn't a cigarette voice, by the way. It's being in the cold here in Fresno, and you know, the Central Valley, California kind of gets you sometimes. So today I was at the gym and I just ran out of gas. Like I was on the treadmill, and I do 30 minutes on the treadmill. I do 30 minutes on the stair climber, step mill, and I just ran out of gas while I was doing my first 30 minutes. So I didn't quit though. I just put it down to like a walking pace. For me, that ended up being, I put it at 4.5 miles per hour, and I finished it out walking. I probably ran out of gas maybe 15 minutes in, maybe a little over that. And there was a feeling to be like, just quit, just get off this machine, go have a cheat day, go eat some stuff that you really want to eat. And sometimes that is the remedy. But today something told me, no, you finish walking, you walk this one, then you get on that step mill like you're supposed to. You do your half hour there, or as much of it as you can do. So I did that. I got on the step mill, and then I still, after step mill, I was like, I still don't want to do this. But I was like, nope, you're going to finish your weights. That's what you're going to do, is you're going to do your weights. And like, I really was having an internal argument. There really was me being like, no, I want to go get something to eat. And then the other me being like, no, you're going to finish this workout. It's what you're going to do. And I finished my workout strong. And when I say strong, I didn't do extra weight or anything like that. But I definitely did do my regular weight at a really good clip. You know, I wasn't particularly slow about it. There were moments where I lagged a little bit. I didn't particularly struggle though, and so I just made it happen. And I did struggle as far as talking to myself, you're going to stay, because after each exercise I was like, can we be done now? But I know what my workout is. I know which machines I do or which weights I do, and I forced myself to do it. Because to me, and I've always said this, a bad workout is way better than no workout at all. Even if you don't get the full benefit from the workout itself, what it does is it trains yourself, it makes you train yourself mentally that, okay, you don't have to have the best workout, but you're going to finish. So the next time you feel like you can't finish, you can refer back to this time and be like, okay, if I was able to finish it on that day when I really wasn't feeling it, then I'm able to finish it this day. And that's also the way I feel about my clip. It's, if I'm able to just get a clip out, then later on we can work on making it prettier, making it nice, more of a presentation. But for right now, that's not my main focus. That's where I'm at with it, and I hope that that helps you guys on your Sunday. If you're on your journey, I will tell you that my waking up at 7 a.m., if I was shooting for waking up at 9 a.m., I'd be doing a great job and right on schedule. But that's not what's happening. I haven't woken up at 7 a.m. I think the earliest I got was 7:30, and I did that a couple of times. No, I did 7 on Thursday. So I have 2 days where I did 1:07, 1:30, but it's not been the best. I'm going to continue to work on it though, and I'm going to train myself to be better at it, and it's just what it's going to be. It's going to be my reality. Then the other thing that I was working on, the not looking at social media before I get out of bed, I've been terrible about that, and that's one that I really need to stop. Really, there's no reason for me to look at my social media before I get out of bed. Outside of that, I really feel like I'm still making good progress on everything. And like I said, today was a shitty day, but we're going to get through it. Or that's where I'm at. I'm going to get through it. I shouldn't include you guys on my shitty day. Maybe you guys are having a great day, but I'm going to get through it. And whatever day you guys are having, or whatever kind of day you're having, just know that there's going to be better days and there's going to be worse days. So it is what it is. And we'll all get better at navigating all of it as we go along. Just fake it till you make it. Like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Ty Rivera, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world.